Alrighty, guys. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to another live stream. I might sound a little echoey right now because, well, I'm kind of in the process of moving. Well, I already did move, but just a new place. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well out there. Glad to have y'all here back for some more coverage. It's been, oh, hold on, wrong screen. It's been a little bit. It's been, about, what, 2 weeks or so. There's been a lot of stuff going on. But I am glad to be back here for you guys. Now, this is a temporary setup for right now. It's going to slowly get better as I unpack things and as I move things around. But yeah. Well, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's see here. Mark, dude, coming in with a $10 super chat right off the bat, dude. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, Mark, saying, let's begin. Thank you so much, Mark, dude. That is absolutely awesome. But let's go ahead and see what we got here for today before we really dive on into it. We got Ponderosa, we have Misty, let's see here, we have Catman, Mazio, BM, let's see here, we have John, got ourselves Becky, obviously Mark, let's see here, Brooklyn, White Wolf, Kobe, and James. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Once again, glad to have y'all here. Bro, yeah, I live in the void. I didn't tell you guys, I moved to space. I don't live in a house anymore. Anyways, y'all, so we actually do got a pretty nasty storm going on right now up here in Mississippi. Let me go ahead and bring up the, first of all, I actually want to go ahead and bring up the SPC outlook for you guys regarding today's event. So we do got ourselves a bit of severe weather expected down towards kind of the south for the day, across portions out there by like Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, and portions of Oklahoma too. We are going to be seeing a bit of severe weather kicking off across these regions. But like I was saying here on the radar, we do have a pretty nasty storm that actually just rolled through Jackson, Mississippi. And this guy is heading its way here to the east out there. It's actually a destructive severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Let's see, I believe it's for, let's see, it had some pretty nasty winds on it here. 60. Okay, so it did get downgraded to 60. It was at 80. You can see there. It went from 80 down to 70, down to 60. So the winds are weakening a bit on this line there, which is good. But yeah, so this line's still rolling through. Like I said, it just passed through Jackson. It's coming up on areas out there by Mendenhall, which is basically kind of in the central, kind of south central side here of Mississippi overall. So we got like, let's see here, Brandon, Value, and currently in the warning there. We have Florence, Star, Piney Woods. Let's see here, we have like Camden and Sharon. Sharon and Camden's pretty much out of the storm for the most part. I'm pretty sure this is, actually they did just issue an extension warning here a little bit ago. Out for the areas like I was mentioning towards Mendenhall. Like Mendenhall, McGee, we have like Mize, Taylorsville, Raleigh, Puckett, Polkville. Let's see, Morton, Forest, Morton and Forest. As well as Lena, Walnut Grove, and Carthage. You guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning. This one's not as crazy, down to 60-mile-per-hour wind gust there, but still is a possibility for some gusty winds overall. What's up, Lilas? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. What's up, James? Let's see here, Mazio. Thank you, Mazio. Appreciate it. Let's see here. What's up? Is it Steffi, I think your name is? What's up? Hope you're doing good. Cold pool intrusion. It probably is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there still is a good amount of instability out there. Here, let me hop over to the full screen here so we can look at the models. Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going on here. So yeah, the models, they do have this thing kind of dying out as we continue to progress. Here, let's see. I might even be able to zoom in a little more on that. There we go. This looks a little better. But yeah, the models, they do have this thing kind of breaking apart as we continue to roll down in time here. Current time right now is 04 Zulu. So this is for 06 Zulu. This thing should be completely dead by sunrise tomorrow. Like, it should be completely gone by sunrise. Yeah, I mean, there is still a good amount of instability available. It's not really running out of instability. I think it's just pulling in a lot of cooler air. Which is basically cutting it off and making it go pretty much just outflow dominant for the most part. But yeah, so that's good news. But yeah, so that storm is weakening a bit, but it's still at 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so it's still definitely capable of producing some damaging wind gusts. So some damage to power lines, to trees, and stuff like that can still be expected out of that storm. We have another storm up here up in northwestern Louisiana, actually popping off right now, out there by Nacogdoches here, towards Provençal, I think it is. We have Natchez, we have Montgomery, let's see here, Godana, we have Fisher, let's say Florine, I think it is. We have Manny. You guys are inside of a severe warning here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Possible hail as well, but up to penny size. That's nothing really too crazy. So just look out there for mostly just those gusty winds being a concern. We're going to hop over to velocity here. I don't see, there's no rotation going on in this storm here, so that's good. So right now there's no tornado concern out of these guys. Tonight we do have a small tornado threat. It's nothing super crazy, but we do got ourselves actually 2 tornado threats here at the latest convective outlook here. We have a little sliver up in southeastern Wisconsin, and northeastern portions of Illinois, just north of Chicago. Very small area here overall. And of course, we got ourselves, another little risk out there towards western Oklahoma, a bit of the panhandle of Texas, going down through basically northern Texas here. That's on the current day 1 outlook. Now tomorrow we have a pretty large marginal risk. I just want to go ahead and go ahead and tell you guys this here. We have a pretty large marginal tomorrow with a slight risk also included, more towards the upper Midwest kind of areas here, and portions of the plains actually, northeastern Kansas, southeastern Nebraska. We got a lot of central Iowa going through this. Also portions east central, kind of south central Minnesota. We got ourselves that slight risk there going on overall. Tornado probability tomorrow, 2%, nothing too crazy. 15% wind, 15% hail. So non-sig threat tomorrow, nothing super crazy. And of course here, as of now for Wednesday, looking pretty good actually. As of right now, there's no organized severe weather expected. And last time I saw you guys, it was not hurricane season, in which now it is. It's officially hurricane season. I'm just going to do a quick little overview. Nothing going on in the Atlantic in the next 7 days. Same thing for the Pacific, an EPAC, Eastern Pacific, and the Central Pacific here as well. There is not really anything going on in the tropics right now, so that is definitely going pretty good. Anyways, what's up, Kayla? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Oh, you can hear the phone. It's probably because it's right next to the mic. Hold on. I'll remove that there. Anyways, what's up, Brooklyn? Hope you're doing good. Good to be back, my friends. Yeah, I'm glad to be here with y'all. Like I said, it's been a minute. I just had a lot of family drama. My brother was being a little rude. I'm not going to get into it, but bottom line is that I moved again. I'm still in Central Florida, but that should no longer be an issue. So I'm back for good, y'all. I'm going to be back for good. So that's definitely some good news. I'm glad to be back. Let's see here. Hopefully a break from severe weather starting Wednesday. Yeah, it's been pretty wild. There's been a lot of slight risks. I think we've had I think last month, there's been slight risks every single day, I'm pretty sure. At least slight risk every single day. There was a lot of enhanced, and we did have a couple, or we did have a high risk, which was interesting in terms of how they put it. It's just been a very active severe weather-wise, and unfortunately I wasn't able to be there too much. But like I said, that's changing now. The way that I'm seeing it on the patterns and stuff like that from with the weather in the future, it doesn't look like it's going to be ending anytime soon either. We got a severe up in Montana. Let's take a look at that real quickly. What? Yeah, there we go. Why is that? Is that our closest radar we got? Wow, that's a big radar hole. I didn't even realize. Out there by Baker, Webster, Montana, very far southeastern side. But the way that I am seeing it here is, like I was saying, we are not seeing an end to severe weather anytime soon. I think it's going to be, continuous. Still ongoing here for quite a bit more. So it's not quite done. All right, so they did just cancel that severe for Jackson. Okay, so Jackson, Mississippi, severe thunderstorm warning that's no longer in effect. They did cancel that. We still got ourselves a severe warning in effect for Carthage, Lena, Walnut Grove, Morton, Forest. Let's see here, Pulaski, Polkville, Burns, Raleigh, Gunn, Puckett, Johns, Mendenhall, McGee, Panola. Let's see here, Shivers, I think it is. Is that Mizzy maybe? I'm not too sure on that one. Taylorsville and Summerland. You guys are in that severe thunderstorm warning still. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Like I said, that storm is dying out a bit. As it rolled through Jackson, it actually was a destructive severe thunderstorm warning there. They had it for 80-mile-an-hour winds. As of right now, I'm only seeing one report of damage. A tree was blown down across Tank Road near Green Gable Road. This was in, let's see, this is in kind of south central Mississippi, in the county of Hinds. So Hinds County, this was at 3:27 UTC. It is now 4:12 UTC. So it was a little bit less than an hour ago. But that line did indeed produce some damage there, and there's likely a lot more damage that could have happened that just hasn't been reported. So this storm is, while it's not as crazy as it was, it's still severe, and there still is a possibility here that we could get some damaging winds and all kinds of stuff like that out of this storm here. So we'll definitely just keep an eye out there for that one. Anyways, let's hop to Louisiana here for a minute. We have another warning out there. This is up in kind of the west central, kind of northwestern side of Louisiana. Coming right up on Nacogdoches here. I think we might have a camera. I'm going to see if we can see if we have any cams here for y'all. Pretty sure Louisiana had some pretty good cameras, if I recall correctly. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any in Nacogdoches here. But I do have some out by Alexandria. There's a couple showers going on out there. That storm might just pass slightly to the north of Alexandria. I don't know. It's heading in that general direction. But yeah, let's just hop to an Alexandria camera. We might be able to see some stuff. I don't know. Let's just that way we'll have a camera up at least, so we can kind of see what's going on out there. So let me go ahead and prop this up for you guys. Go ahead and get up a camera for everybody. There we go. So that's out there, like I was saying, towards Alexandria, which is right here. Like I said, there's a couple showers going on out there. Nothing too wild per se. Let's see here. Rain says I missed you, but it's been crazy. Yeah, it has been crazy. Yeah, I missed you guys too, man. It's like I said, it's been too long since the last time I streamed, but we're back on track now, guys. I'm gonna be live here for you guys, starting up again. I just had moving going on, finding a place, moving everything, packing everything. There's just a lot of stuff going on in my life. That's why I've been gone for so long, but it's over. We're back. So that's good news. But yeah, anyways, but we also got a lot of flooding going on, flash flood concerns right now up there towards like northern, kind of northwestern Louisiana here. Also like northeastern Texas. We got a lot of flash flood warnings in effect here. We even have a considerable flash flood warning out there by Shreveport. So Shreveport, we got that there. Let's see, we got Greenwood included. This is northwestern Louisiana, by the way. We have Houghton, I think it is. We have Sibley, Minden. Let's see here, Heflin, Gibbsland. We actually have reports of flooding out by Arcadia. Let's see here. We also got Athens, Lisbon, Homer, and Summerfield. So that is that. We also, like I said, they did just cancel that severe warning, or they discontinued it for some places here. Like, let's see, Martin, Pleasant Hill, Hall Summit, Castor, you guys are no longer in that warning there. But still in effect for Nacogdoches area. Let's see here, Provincial, I think it is. It's coming right up on those two areas there. You can see that is right on your doorstep. Same thing for Montgomery. It's a little bit ahead. You probably have about 10 minutes or so by the time it gets to you. Maybe a little more. We'll see. But it's getting closer towards Montgomery. So to my Montgomery folks out there, just keep an eye on it. Like I said, this thing is capable of producing damaging winds up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Just stay indoors, away from windows, and everything should be fine. But there could be some minor damages outside. Anything that's loose outdoors could be blown around, or there could be some damage caused by those winds. So keep that in mind. It's a possibility. As this storm is severe. It is a severe thunderstorm, so it's something we'll need to still watch out there for. Let's see here. We're going to take a little look up here towards Oklahoma. We got ourselves a watch that got issued here. This watch is going to be in effect for a while now. We got a little bit of storms. Here, let's actually go ahead and bring up our town names here to make it a little easier. There we go. Actually, out there just west of Oklahoma City, we have a little shower out by El Reno, another one by Hinton. They did issue a severe thunderstorm watch not too long ago. But yeah, you can already start to see a little bit of convection just west of Oklahoma City starting to pop off here. Nothing severe right now, but it could get to the point where it does get severe at some point, which is why they put out that watch, is because these storms are expected to potentially, they are expected to become severe later on. So if you're out there by OKC area, this does not include Tulsa, although Tulsa could see a couple severe storms. You know, possible, but it's unlikely. But yeah, so we'll definitely need to look out there for that regarding it. Yeah, mostly a hail threat because we do have a slight risk out there in OKC. Let's see, I'll hop back over to day one here. So yeah, regarding hail, we have that 15 sig. So there's a possibility we could see some hail 2 inches in diameter and larger. So across that netted area there, that's a hatch risk or a significant risk, we call it. That is the region here that we could see hail, like I said, 2 inches in diameter or larger. So pretty large hail could be possible, over golf ball size and larger. You know, obviously the hail threat goes through like Missouri even, down there towards like Louisiana and stuff like that. Tornado probs, like I said, we have 2% areas here. Not expecting much tornadic activity tonight per se. There is going to be the potential though for maybe a couple of tornadoes. You know, can't rule it out. But yeah, once again, the main threat's going to be hail. Also, damaging winds too is going to be a potential issue. Could have some wind gusts over 70 miles an hour. We've already seen warnings earlier for 80. So, you know, there's definitely going to be that potential for some strong winds. I think a lot of those storms, though, like we were talking about, the ones for, oh, here's another damage report coming through. It's an MPing report. Okay. But what I was saying, though, is that, you know, it looks like this line here, you can kind of see how it's getting these little notches in it. See how like the precipitation is starting to lighten up on the edge of that there. That is showing signs that this thing is just kind of breaking apart and weakening, which is good news. Did they actually, hold on, I think they upgraded that warning there. Did they? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute, I don't think they did. Hold on a minute. I was confused there for a second. No, it's still for 60, okay. But yeah, no, it did downgrade, or it did downgrade because it was once at 80 mile an hour wind gust and went down to 70. Now it's down to 60. It's now east of Jackson. So if you're out there by Jackson area of Mississippi, you're good to go. You guys are good enough to go to sleep across those regions there. But yeah, just a reminder of this little guy. It's possible that it could, you know, still cause a little bit of gusty winds, a little bit of damaging wind gusts. Could still be a potential issue here. Once again, this warning's out there by Mendenhall. The storm's right up on Mendenhall, coming up on Puckett. Let's see, Polkville, Pulaski, Morton. It's right up on you. Forkville going through you right now. Tuscola, Hillsboro, Harperville, Walnut Grove. Let's see here. We also got ourselves areas like Carthage included, Renfro. Yeah, you guys are in that warning there as well. Once again, 60 mile an hour winds. There is a possibility for some small hail up to penny size. But yeah, penny size hail is really nothing super duper concerning, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's nothing too wild. Let's check up here on the storm up in Montana. We do have a severe warning up in Montana. You can hardly even see it because there's like no radar out of here. But we have a warning for Baker, Ollie, and Webster in southeastern Montana. This is out there for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. All of these warnings, we have 3 warnings right now for 60 mile per hour wind gusts overall. So we're just going to keep an eye out there for those regions. And like I was mentioning, though, coming back to Oklahoma City, that's where we're going to, start to see some more activity starting to pop up there overall. Which we're going to bring up the models here, actually. We're going to take a look at this. So 12 a.m., which is right now, it's midnight. Okay, so yeah, models, you can kind of see like the HRRR here kind of shows some convection starting to pop up here, kind of just right around OKC, Oklahoma City area. Just a bunch of kind of scattered storms popping off here, basically throughout the morning. There's going to be, it still could be even continuing on throughout pretty much, sunrise too. There could still be a couple cells out there. HRRR kind of has like 2 little rounds here. You can kind of see the first round happening kind of right there at any time. Kind of popping off, and it has another little line, or another little group of cells, I should say, right around sunrise. So there could be a couple of rounds here of that, so we'll need to just keep an eye on that. What's up, Papa Smurf? Hope you're doing good. It's been a minute. Yeah, I had to move. I had a lot of family stuff going on, moving, packing, all kinds of fun stuff. But I'm back, y'all. We're good. I'm gonna be back here for good now. Like I said, tomorrow I plan on doing coverage as well. I just had a lot of stuff on my plate last couple of weeks, but I'm happy to say that we are back, you guys, and we'll be back to our normally regularly scheduled program. So that'll be definitely pretty good. What else was I going to mention? Oh, yeah, so also back on the models here, too. I'll actually hop back to the Zero Zulu run here. So when it comes to it, like for tomorrow and stuff like that, you can kind of see another little MCS. Hold on a minute. Yeah, so another little MCS is actually later on tomorrow. Another little kind of line of storms you can kind of see rolling through Oklahoma here. This will be right around for the evening, actually. Yeah, the models do kind of show a little bit of activity popping up around the evening. Tonight, like I was saying, we have a little bit of storms popping off out there across the way in Oklahoma. Kind of rolls through here in the morning, and then of course we have another little like MCS here, like a just a big block of some severe weather. And like I said, tomorrow or today at this point, the main threat is going to be like mostly hail, I believe. Obviously damaging winds too. There could be a couple isolated tornadoes. I don't think it's going to be anything excessive regarding tornadic activity, so that's good news. But there definitely will be the potential for a couple of tornadoes here. Like if I work way over here to our day one outlook, like I said, this is our current outlook here. Actually, yeah, our day one slight risk here. So yeah, this is today's. This is today being what? Yeah, Tuesday's risk. We have that slight risk down here, and of course, like I said, the day after that for well, this is later on Tuesday. This is just the newest one they have issued here. But yeah, no. Bottom line, the main problem is going to be between damaging winds and hail overall. So we will be watching out for that later on. Because I'll be live later on today, later on tomorrow evening as well, to do a bit of coverage with you guys in order to help keep you all weather aware. Anyways, so yeah, right now we have a storm rolling through Nacogdoches here. Currently, it is a severe warning storm. We have 6 minutes left on that warning, though. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust is a possibility. So we're going to hop back over here. So that includes, like I said, Nacogdoches here, which also includes areas like Provincetown, I think it is. Let's see here, Clarence. Coming up on Bellwood, Louisiana here right now. St. Maurice, you guys are getting it too. Goldana pretty much pulling out of it. Same thing for Chesternut and Saline. You guys are pretty much done with that storm. But yeah, so it is coming up on Notches as well. Notches, Notches, Louisiana. Sorry, Notches, Flora, Cypress, Montgomery, Derry. Let's see here. Also, we have like Bellwood, right on Bellwood. So you guys are going to be getting it here in literally any time, as well as let's see here, Kissa. I have no idea. Kissa Tachi, I think it is, maybe. I have no idea. Some of these town names are a little bit iffy for me to pronounce, but yeah, no, we are seeing, like I said, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts overall out there, and like I said, possibility for some small hail too. Up to penny size hail. Doodlebug, thanks for subscribing, appreciate it. It's possible. Maybe a little bit of hail could be a possibility. But honestly, like I said, that's kind of not really much of a concern right now overall. We just got a new report. Hold on a minute. So that was our MPing report. 2 trees are blown down on Mississippi Highway 469 in Harrisville. That is directly south of Jackson, Mississippi. I'd say probably about, maybe 20 miles or so south. But yeah, 2 trees were reported blown down out there. How's it looking for Alabama? Alabama is actually okay. Yeah, there's nothing really going on in Alabama. We do got a general thunderstorm risk out there today across Alabama. So while it's still possible of some storms, we do have a little bit of showers actually out there between Birmingham and Huntsville. A couple showers. But regarding severity, we are not expecting any severe weather today across Alabama. So you're good. Today's concern, for the most part, is going to be out there towards like Mississippi, portion of Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and Oklahoma. That's kind of our main areas here regarding severe weather at the current moment. So that's kind of our highlighted regions there. We're kind of paying attention to. Hopping back over to that Jackson storm, yeah, this thing's definitely weakening a bit. We're gonna hop down to the last 150 frames or so. Let's see here. We're gonna load up a lot of the radar here. So let's just get that running. But yeah, so whenever it comes to earlier, you can actually see here. Actually went pretty far back. That was a very nasty MCS. Kind of a squall, little, just a long line of storms rolling through. And look at the latest frames here. You can see how it's just kind of breaking up a bit. You see how there's a lot more spaces, a lot more different colors. You got some green in the middle of that area. Versus earlier, you can see how it was like, just very, very heavy. A lot of red, a lot of orange, showing it was very solid. In which now you can kind of see how it's starting to turn to a lot more yellows and oranges and not much red, which is showing that precipitation intensity is dropping, and therefore overall the severity of the storm is just kind of falling apart, to be honest with you. So I'm not too sure. They did actually just issue a new warning. Let's hop over here back to this page. Yeah, they did issue a new warning here. Let's see, is that it? Hold on a minute, I'm confused. That's in Mississippi. Okay. It looks like it didn't update yet on this one. Unless I'm just losing my mind here. Okay, you know what? We're going to hop over here. So this is out there by Mendenhall. Let's see. We have Mize, we have Taylorsville, Raleigh. See here. You guys are in it. Forest, Walnut Grove, and Carthage. You guys are in that new warning there for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, penny hail. Like I said, just stay away from windows. Stay indoors, away from windows, and you should be mighty fine. Not much of a big concern with, like I said, 60-mile-an-hour winds. There could be some mild damages, and you don't want to be outside during it. So just make sure you're indoors, away from windows, and you should be good. Hopping back over here to Oklahoma. Got a couple cells just west of Oklahoma City popping off here. Just got a little bit going on out in that region. Not a whole lot. But yeah, the models were showing stuff, kind of picking up there later on out across like Oklahoma. So as we continue to progress, further down. Let me move my camera. As we continue to progress, like later on into the night here, into tomorrow morning, or I should say this morning now, storms are going to start to pop up here across Oklahoma. And like I was saying, the models, they were showing a potential for another round of severe weather coming through, like later on this evening. So, today being Tuesday evening. So we'll have to watch out there for that. Like I said, they did issue a watch not terribly too long ago. Let's see when they issued that. It wasn't that long ago. It's like less than an hour, I'd say. So it's okay. It's valid from 10:15. Oh no, never mind. It's been in here a little longer than I thought it was. But it's in effect until 6 Eastern. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic. 6 Eastern or 5 Central. So to my folks who's actually in the area, yeah, we got ourselves until 5 a.m. Central until that warning, that watch expires there. All right, good night, Brooklyn. Thanks for joining. But yeah, it looks like that storm out there in Louisiana is no longer severe. Yep, they just dropped that warning. Okay, so Nacogdoches, that storm out there in Louisiana. Let's see, Clarence, we have Provincial, Bellwood, let's see here, Derry, Montgomery, Goldana areas. You guys are no longer in that warning. They did just cancel that. Storm's still going on there, but it is no longer severe. Yeah, it's no longer a severe storm, but definitely still could pack a punch with some gusty winds still, but just currently not a severe storm. Honestly, yeah, we're just down to one warning right now. Mississippi, this one's for 60-mile-an-hour winds. Did have 70 earlier. Actually, I did have 80 earlier, but they did downgrade that as it rolled through like Jackson area. It was pretty gnarly. But yeah, this guy is also, like I was saying, starting to kind of break apart. There's a chance this could be like one of the last warnings that they issued for this. Just considering the trend of how this has been kind of playing out here for the last little bit. Here, let me hop over here towards Mississippi again. We're going to load up our radar again, 150 frames. But yeah, no, like I was saying, though, you can see how we had like that, really, really potent line of storms roll through. And you can see in the last few frames starting here how it just kind of breaks apart. You see how it doesn't look as intact there. So that is a clear sign of the storm weakening overall. So we just got 60 mile per hour. Just got 60 mile per hour wind gusts potential on that storm there. Also, like I was saying, 0.75 inch hail, which is, once again, kind of low end hail. Not really a big issue. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. Now, honestly, guys, I did just want to hop on here a little bit today. I don't plan on staying here for too long. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and go over like the future weather. We're going to go over the models and stuff like that. And then we're probably going to head off for tonight since, like I said, we just have one warning for 60 and that storm's dying out anyways. Like I said, I don't think we're going to need to be live for coverage that long tonight. So we've been live for a little over a half hour so far. So let's just go ahead and go over the models real quickly and stuff like that, and then I'll let you all go here. But we'll be back tomorrow, of course. Like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow. Now, I've actually been watching something a little interesting. There's not many people who've talked about this, which, I mean, it makes sense, honestly. It's still a little early. Hold on a minute. I might need to, there we go, change that. It's still a little bit early. But the last couple of GFS model runs, there's a good chance that this could, go away by the time that we end up getting to this point in time. But as we approach like the 12th, right around the 12th or so, the models have been kind of showing not really just kind of a possible wave of a low pressure system. Not saying it's going to be a full on tropical system. But given the fact we are in hurricane season, there you go. You can see it on this one for the 12th. The GFS kind of shows this big wave, of a bit of heavy rainfall. Which, once again, not saying it'll be a tropical storm or anything like that, but it could be something to watch out for. Like I said, there you go. The GFS here. This is actually not this last run. But the previous run before last, actually we have a new run coming through right now. The last full run, you can actually see it has like a tropical storm or, some type of tropical cyclone potentially rolling through the Caribbean. Like I said, confidence is low right now. It is pretty low at the moment, so it's nothing of concern right now, but we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, I mean, it is hurricane season now. It's officially hurricane season. And another thing I really wanted to bring up with you guys, I don't know if I have it available. Let's see here. I can actually pull this up for you guys. So another thing I wanted to show y'all, we're actually going to hop to the full screen here, is the temperatures. It's actually really crazy. So when it comes to it, like the temperatures of the, let's see here, sea surface temperatures. So we are well above normal. Here for the North Atlantic. So this is our average. Obviously, these dotted lines here, these are our averages. But look at this. So that black solid line, that is our current trend regarding the Atlantic heat. We are literally higher. This data goes, I believe, all the way back to 2000. Or no, this goes back in the 90s, 80s too. I don't see here. Does it say how far it goes back? It goes back a couple decades. But we are literally hotter. The Atlantic is literally hotter than it has been in the last 30 plus years. For this time of the year, I mean, we're already on average right around like July, surface temperatures, which is pretty crazy. So, we're definitely seeing some very warm waters out there in the Atlantic. So we're going to likely start to see a lot of tropical activity starting to happen here pretty early. There's a chance it could also go further down in time, could last maybe a little bit of a longer season. We'll have to see how it just continues to play out. But, given the fact that we're already ahead of schedule, it's possible. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, given the fact that, the average ocean temperatures right now is like pretty warm. It's actually very, very warm out there. So, we'll definitely keep an eye on it. We'll definitely be watching out for that. And, even last year was a pretty active year regarding the sea surface temperatures, and we're already above that, above last year, which, yes, last year was a pretty crazy season. And we're already ahead of that even. So that is something I really wanted to point out with you guys. But like I said, right now there's really no systems that we're kind of really watching. I'm going to keep an eye out here in the Caribbean over the next couple of weeks. I think, like I said, the latest way that the GFS has been talking, it's not, super evident, not really super confident in a tropical system forming. I'm not saying there will be one, but I'm saying that I've been watching the models here the last couple of runs, and there's been some form of a low pressure system developing, potentially rolling over like the Florida Peninsula around the 12th, which, I mean, like I said, you know me, I don't like looking too far out. It's the 4th. I mean, this is a good little ways away from here, or from now, I should say. So it's just kind of a subject to change, but we'll just keep an eye on it. Anyways, but yeah, regarding other things like SPC and stuff like that, we don't have anything really going on in the long range either. It's just today and tomorrow. Like I was saying, maybe a little slight risk tonight here, and later on tomorrow. Got a 2% tour risk, 15% wind, 15% hail. Regarding day 2, which is this is Tuesday, so this is just the older outlook. But yeah, we have another slight risk out there later on. And of course, anything after that, it's nothing really crazy going on the SPC's side of things here. But if we take a look at the models, hop back over to the GFS here. I'm going to let y'all run after this here, or I'm going to head off here because it's getting a little late. Plus, like I said, the storms right now, y'all, they did die down for the most part. They actually did just add another 60 mile per hour wind gusts, severe out there. But yeah, I mean, like I said, things are definitely kind of dropping a bit. I just wanted to hop on here for a little bit because I haven't been here in a while with you guys, and plus wanted to just go over a little bit of this with you guys. But yeah, I mean, really no big systems coming up here anytime soon. Like no really big trough ejections or anything along those standards there. So that's good. That's good. So that'll probably give us a little bit of a break regarding severe weather, which will definitely be nice. We'll keep you guys in the loop of everything. Bottom line, like I was saying, it looks like we might have a little bit of a break regarding, severe weather right now. Tropics are not really active at the moment either, but I do expect that to change very quickly. I do expect the tropics to actually pick up in activity here relatively quickly. Considering we were just looking at there a minute ago, the temperatures of the ocean is already well above normal. It's actually, so far, this has been the warmest that the waters have been in the last 30 plus years. Because like I was saying, back on that graph I was showing you guys, you can go back if you want to see it again. Data was going back all the way back in the 80s, and we are well above. So we're already pretty warm out there. So I do expect some potential stuff to pop off here too. We are no longer in an El Nino either. I don't know if I mentioned that before my last stream. But we're no longer in El Nino. We are kind of in a neutral phase. We are expected to gradually go into a La Nina, which means a stronger hurricane season is expected. The Hurricane Center, they put a pretty aggressive outlook regarding the tropics this year. It's going to be very active, so we'll just need to keep an eye out there for that overall. But all right, y'all. Well, like I said, sorry it's not much of a long live stream, about 40 minutes. Just welcome back live stream and a little bit of coverage here. Like I said, things are kind of dying out here. The storm's kind of falling apart for the most part. We'll be back live later today, though. We'll be back live later today. I'm going to get some more stuff set up in the morning and everything like that, and we'll be back later on. But once again, Mark, thank you, dude, for the 10. Appreciate it, man. That was very, very sweet of you earlier in the live stream. Greatly appreciated. And thank you, everybody, for joining. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Like I said, hate to call it short, but, it's getting a little late. Got to get some sleep because I had a pretty busy last couple days, moving and all that stuff. I'm no longer in that house, but still in Central Florida. But everything is all good. But all right, guys. Once again, thank y'all for joining. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night, and we'll catch y'all later on. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining. see ya later on.